Well, hello there, my dear animation lovers. So many new things have happened in the past few days, and a new episode of Murder Drones series is coming out very soon while the creators share screenshots on Twitter. And the Hell of a Boss is preparing to release a new episode featuring the return of Itzeroli before the end of summer. And Hazbin Hotel, well, with that, everything is not going well, sadly. Because as I mentioned in my last video, everything is in a very shaky state in the world of cinema and Hollywood in particular. However, I firmly believe that this project must come out and it will delight us with its appearance. Otherwise, it will be too big of a blow to Vivian Medrano's reputation, the creator of Hello Boss and Hazbin Hotel. But what's most important to me personally is that thanks to you, I have reached 40,000 subscribers here on YouTube. I am so grateful. I'm really grateful to everyone who is watching this video right now. So, in honor of this number, I will try to tell you something new. For example, how I create my animated series, and maybe something else. In general, I suggest that we get to know each other a little better. So let's go. So my dear friends, all I ask is for you to quickly subscribe to this channel and hit the like button, and I will try to tell you various interesting things. And let's start with a simple introduction. Yeah, as I have already said many times, my name is Dee, and I named this channel DeeAnimations. How original. Yeah, well, you understand, D stands for 2D animations, which I love more than any other form of animation. However, D also means soul in some languages. But it sounds short to the point, and that's what this channel is all about. Animated content and many more. And it's simple and incredibly obvious that I just love animation. Well, you can just say that my soul is on fire for it. So, since my early years, I was lucky to experience the era of VHS tapes, through which I discovered the incredible culture of magic and wonders called animation. It would be pointless to list all the works I saw back then, but there were many iconic Marvel animated series, almost the entire Disney Golden Collection, before they stopped making cartoons and started producing constant remakes and stuff. However, the biggest breakthrough for me was when 3 incredible channels with the animation appeared on my television, expanding my horizons and taste in animated content. Well, of course you know those channels, as they were Cartoon Network, Jetix, and Nickelodeon. And my happiness knew no bounds because I couldn't even imagine such a variety of different content, from Powerpuff Girls with the legendary Samurai Jack to Totally Spies, Witch, SpongeBob SquarePants to Invader Zim.
It is Isaac!
And those were the 2000s. Then, in 2010, more well-known internet productions arrived, such as Steven's Universe, Adventure Time, and legendary Gravity Falls, which Disney tried to copy several times in a row. In general, there are countless projects worth mentioning, but if I start even just mentioning them, this video will last for a half an hour. Although, maybe that's what you want, right? After many years, even when the internet appeared, I always returned to the works of those channels. And even with Jetix closed and became Disney, even when television disappeared from my life, these channels and studios continue to gift me with many unique animated series. You could say that these channels became like imaginary friends, just like in Foster's Home of Imaginary Friends, right? That's why even now on this channel banner you can notice these humanizations of these channels that occasionally resurface on the internet. And of course, being stuffed with such a quantity of works for decades, then it just pours out of you like water from the barrel. And that's why YouTube has become an important thing for me, besides sharing my opinion with you or seeing an unimaginable number of animation lovers like me who are ready to tell a lot of new things in this animated world. But it was here on the internet, and particularly on YouTube, where I discovered indie animation. That's a real miracle when you realize that anyone can start creating and sharing something their own. Their creativity with millions of other people. It is just truly inspiring. Even now, my videos mainly focus on indie projects like Hello Boss or Murder Drones, which I actively support. And of course, I could really spend an hour or two telling you the whole story of my creative path that I held on other earlier channels than this one. But I'll save these stories for another time. Oh, and at one point, I even made clay animation. Yeah. And seeing how much I love indie animation, talking about it almost every week, I was even able to catch the attention of Daria Cohen, the creator of Vampire animated series. It was so nice when she wrote those words and even mentioned me on Twitter. She really inspired me to keep on working hard and bringing joy to you guys. However, as I said before, can you really calmly watch animated series made by others on the internet without wanting to do something similar yourself? So yeah, I would like to tell you a little bit about what I'm slowly doing here. My own animated series called The Far Lands. As you can see from our sketches and other developments, it will be a fantasy series with action elements. I was wildly inspired by the Primal animated series by one of my favorite animators in the world, Gendy Tartakovsky. It also prompted me to reread almost the entire cycle of Conan the Barbarian books, which is particularly the basis of all fantasy in the world. And that's exactly what I want to make my animated series about. A harsh and cruel world full of myth and secrets, mysterious creatures, and equally cruel and cunning people who continue to hinder each other's lives even when practically everything living in the world is trying to kill them. However, I want to know that the fact that I'm not a professional and I don't consider my skills to be outstanding, so making such a project is extremely difficult, but interesting at the same time. I cannot wait for the moment when I can show you something about it. Naturally, I don't have my own studio or loyal assistants or hundreds of thousands of dollars to quickly make such a project in a team, so you shouldn't expect the same speed, quality, and quantity of content as Hello Boss or Murder Drones. However, what I can promise for sure is that The Far Lands is a cartoon project that I will create for you with passion and pure unforgettable interest of a simple viewer who somehow got a hold of a graphics table and scribbled something there, trying to make it move. Let's see how it goes, shall we? If you're interested in joining me on this internet journey, seeing many more cartoons and animated films, discussing them and maybe expecting something from me, then don't hesitate to subscribe and let's march together. It will be a long journey, but I will be grateful for every view on any video. For now, it supports me much more than you can imagine because you don't realize how much your comments or fan art on Twitter motivate me. Seriously guys, thank you so much. You're the greatest. You're breathtaking. So, as always, it was me, Dee. There's still a lot of me to do and learn on this channel, but I would be happy if you wouldn't mind joining me on this path. Well, you know what they say, to infinity and beyond!